Today on our 2014 Kia Soul, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the CURT Class 1 Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C11419. This is what our hitch looks like when it's installed. As you can see, the cross tube is hidden up behind the bumper. The only thing you can see is a receiver tube. It's going to be a Class 1, 1.25" by 1.25" with a 1/2 inch hitch pinhole. It's going to have loop style safety chain rings, give you plenty of room on front and back for your safety chains. What's nice about this hitch is it's nice and tucked in back under the bumper. You don't have to worry about hitting your legs on it. This hitch will be great for cargo carriers, bike racks, and light towing. The tongue weight is going to be the downward force on this bottom side. The max tongue weight is going to be 200 pounds. Max trailer weight is going to be 2,000 pounds. I do recommend checking your owner's manual to make sure your vehicle can withstand that amount of weight. CURT does require the use of a stabilization strap for any non-trailered loads. We have those available here at etrailer.com. Now we will give you a couple measurements to help you when deciding on any hitch mount accessories you may need, such as a bike rack or a cargo carrier. From the center of the hitch pinhole to the outermost part of the bumper will be about 5.5 inches. From the ground to the top innermost part of the receiver tube will be about 11 inches. Now let's show you how to get this installed. To begin our installation, we need to remove our mud flap on the driver and passenger side. It's going to be a Phillips head screwdriver. And you're going to have two. You're going to have one here and one here. And you're going to have a third one on the bottom. And this one on the bottom is going to be a plastic clip. Now what we're going to do is we're going to loosen up our wheel well here. We have a Phillips head there, a Phillips head here, Phillips head here, and then to make it easier on ourselves, we're going to go ahead and take that one out also. What I'm doing is I'm using a trim panel tool just to pop this out. If you don't have a trim panel tool, you can just use a flathead screwdriver. We found out that just with these three removed, we're okay. We won't have to remove that last one. So what we were doing was we wanted to loosen this to get that to that attachment point right there. And then we're going to do the same thing on the passenger side. Next thing we want to do is we're going to remove our exhaust. So we're just going to take some soapy water and we're going to spray our hanger here. So before you install your hitch, you're going to clean out your mounting points here. Spray a little lubricant in there. Take a little brush and just clean it out and make sure there's nothing stuck. And with an extra set of hands, we're going to set our hitch in place. So what we're going to do is you're going to take your bolt and your conical tooth washer, make sure the teeth are facing up toward the hitch. Now that we have our hitch loosely installed, I have found that it's easier to remove this canister and just kind of let it hang here. Now it is an optional thing. If you choose not to, you don't have to. I'm going to do it just to make it easier to get to that hole right there to put another bolt in. There's going to be a 10mm socket. We have a second nut here at the front we need to remove. There's little metal tabs right here that are holding the canister up on the bolt. What you're going to do, you're going to take a little screwdriver and just pull them back out of the way. Once those are loose, you just pull it off. You just kind of let it hang there out of the way. Now that we have our canister out of the way here on the driver's side, you go ahead and put this bolt in place. Now that we have our hitch held in place by our bottom bolts, we'll go ahead and install our remaining hardware on the sides of our frame. On the driver and passenger side, you're going to have two on each end. Once we have all of our hardware in place, we can go ahead and tighten everything down. We're going to use a 17mm socket. Next, we can torque it down to the manufacturer specifications and the instructions. Once we have all of our hardware torqued down, we can go ahead and start putting everything back in place. We're going to start with this canister here that we took down. Next, we're going to go ahead and put the exhaust back into place. Again, just take some soapy water. We'll put our mud flat back in place. And that'll do it for the CURT Class 1 Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C11419 on our 2014. Thanks for watching. Click the link in our description below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com and leave a comment if you have any questions.